Well, hi and hello, everyone. Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd. I hope you are doing well. Maybe you'll be doing less well after this very weird and kind of stomach-churning news. Before I get into that, let me give a quick shout out to our sponsor, good people over at The Ridge, still making these amazing, fantastic, awesome, minimalist, sleek, and nommable metal-plated wallets that fit nicely in that front pocket. Use the promo code MELON after using the link down below. That's all you got to know. 10% off your order. So as this headline says, this is the news that is making the rounds on social media. Capitol Records has signed its first AI-powered virtual rapper, FN Mecca. Seemingly, this thing has a bit of a following going and some endorsement deals as well. Safe to say there's maybe some industry plantage going on here, especially since this thing isn't even a person. But with the signing of this AI artist, Capitol Records has also released a new single with FN Mecca, which features streamer Clicks and also Gunna. Diving deeper into this, yes, contract signed with Capitol Records, virtual rapper powered by AI, as it's said in this article, in this piece here, that the lyrics are mostly or partially decided by some kind of computer program, but I guess FN Mecca's vocals right now are voiced by a person. Who that person is, and if that person is always the same person on any given song, we don't really know as of right now, but I guess the lyrics are being generated by some kind of computer program. It's also said that Mecca was created by one Mr. Anthony Martini, who is a music manager that now I guess is like, you know, the co-founder of this record label that originally signed Mecca, but now Mecca is on Capitol Records. Mecca was co-created by this Brandon Lee dude as well. Anthony Martini I've heard of before, as he does seem to have some clout in the music industry, or has had clout in the music industry for quite some time. You can see that he looks a bit like Johnny Sins, but maybe a bit more sussy. I don't know why it sounds like it's doing like a really bad 6ix9ine or like Zillakami impersonation, or why the vocals are sounding so seemingly like stretched out in such an ugly and horrid way. Look, there's probably more that could be understood and learned about the process of how exactly FN Mecca comes together. Truth be told, though, what's most likely the case is that, yeah, there's probably just like a touch of AI involved sometimes in either the music composition end of the instrumental or the lyric generation end on things. But, you know, that involvement is just enough to call this thing AI, to make it sound sexier, cooler, newer, fresh, like, you know, some kind of groundbreaking thing, when in actuality, most of what is going into this thing is a lot of very conscious, manipulative human marketing. Like, nowhere in this piece or others have I seen any kind of insinuation that the way FN Mecca looks or the way he is pushed to people and marketed to people, that any of that is AI generated. Most likely no. The AI generation bullshit is just thrown in there to make the FN Mecca angle generally more interesting, and also provide like a little bit of cover for anybody who is involved in this project, who maybe may look bad being associated with some kind of, I don't know, cartoon rapper that raps the N-word, or is essentially presenting to young music listening audiences a Fortnite-style parody of what, you know, just like clout-chasing, multicolored hair mumble rappers look like on social media. This looks like some weird-ass fucking NFT bullshit. This looks like some really ugly, disgusting, cynical portrayals of hip-hop culture. It's pretty clear that the industry, or at least like Capitol Records, doesn't really see rap or rapping as anything else other than just you know, a cash cow to present fans with some kind of cartoonish parody of in order to pull money out of their pockets. Now, thankfully, the track that was just dropped that involved Gunna and everything, the Florida Water track, sucks and is ass and is totally boring. And I mean, maybe it'll get a bit of a bump. Maybe there'll be some hype behind it out of interest for, you know, the oddity of this whole thing. But generally, as a song, it sucks and is pretty shit. Like, if you legit enjoy that track, there are dozens and dozens, if not hundreds and hundreds of other ones out there right now that sound like it and are produced better, rapped better, and are generally just like more entertaining. Like, I get and I understand that the compositional and lyrical and production standards for a lot of things have dropped to the point where it is easy for any dumbass computer to come in and copy and mimic and recreate just about anything that is topping the charts these days. But at least at the end of the day, behind those very bland and unimaginative hits, there are people there doing people things, having people needs and people wants and desires. And look, I get and I understand that there are a lot of artists out there, and there are examples out there of virtual artists and virtual bands and people who are like, you know, hitting the stage or hitting a song in character. Also, AI generated music has been a point of discussion, a pretty heavy point of discussion over and over and over for the last couple of years. So of course the conversation around it and the instances of it were only going to get more intense, become more popular. You should also do your best when creating to be uncopyable, to have a style, a sound, and an approach that can't merely just like be fed into some kind of computer program or algorithm and be instantaneously copied just like that. Because the easier you make it, the simpler you make it, the more dumbed down you make it, the more likely you are going to see instances of this where, yeah, you can just like dress a Fortnite character up in some kind of trendy looking outfit and then have them spitting over a very basic trap beat with some AI generated lyrics that read like 3 dozen other rappers' actual fucking lyrics. Regardless of whether or not you enjoy or get anything out of the music, there are rappers who put a lot of work and effort and heart into what they do. And now shit like this, all this does is threaten the ability for a guy like Young Thug or a guy like Gunna to do what they do and do it successfully, and also like see the benefit of doing what they do, because they now have to compete with some computer generated bullshit. Shit like this will most likely be our undoing, which I hope I never see in my lifetime. Those are my thoughts. Make sure to leave yours down in the comments. Are you loving FN Mecca, your new favorite artist or your new least favorite artist? Let me know. Over here next to my head, it's another video you can check out. Hit that up or the link to subscribe to the channel. Anthony Fantano, forever.